Hello there guys, a very warm welcome back to Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. Now we've moved to the south, and the reason why, because today's video is the 30 from Swanage to Weymouth. Now, as you probably know, this weekend is the last weekend of 2021 for the 30 to be operating between Swanage and Weymouth, and also Dorchester and Swanage, and we're going to be doing it in two versions. As you probably know, this is the going to be repeated in the Dorchester one. As you can tell, I'm doing both Dorchester and the Weymouth one. So the first half of this is repeating the Weymouth one with both the Dorchester and the Weymouth, and then we'll be doing the Dorchester service that will be heading out of Weymouth. And this is operated by a bus company called Moorbus and uses Enviro 400s. And of course, this is the last ever weekend for this service to be operating. Unfortunately, due to the COVID pandemic, I couldn't go down to Weymouth for 2021 at all. So it has been missed out for a second year in a row, and the second year to miss out on Swanage. Because of all the COVID that's been going on, everything had to be put on hold, and everything has turned upside down. Because 2020 was the year when everything turned upside down. But this year we are coming out of the mess, and hopefully next year for 2022, there might be a chance of going again, but we all have to find out what happens on the door at the end of 2021. But however, we're not at the end of 2021 yet. This takes, because we've still got 3 more months left, because we're in September, and then we've got October, November, and then December when 2021 comes to a close. So anyway, we're in Harmons Cross, and of course Harmons Cross is not only served by a bus service. Of course, there's the Heritage Swanage Railway that also serves the area, that goes between Swanage and Norden. And of course, we're coming to a point of interest. See that castle on the horizon right there? That is Corfe Castle. And of course, there is a station that serves Corfe Castle, based at which is run by the Swanage Railway. So here we are, arriving at Swanage, Corfe Castle village. Of course, got the stone buildings that were recycled from the damage of the castle, because the castle was actually destroyed by a Civil War soldier, Oliver Cromwell. So there's the castle on the hill. Mostly all castles are seen on hills, but not all of them. But you'd normally find them on hills, and so there's the car park for Corfe Castle. Of course, it's run by a society called the National Trust, because the National Trust is the main organiser for the tourist board. So we're now arriving at Norden Park and Ride. So here we are. This is Norden, a small terminus located in Swanage. So there's north of Swanage. So this is Norden Park and Ride for the Park and Ride users for Norden. So we're now going to turn off at the next junction, and we're going to head down the A351. So like I say, this is repeat narration in the Dorchester one from the Weymouth, because we're going to be doing two versions of the 30, because the 30 even continues beyond Weymouth to Dorchester. as well. So bear that in mind, that we are going to repeat this video. And then after the 30, we're then going to head to the 31. And then after the 31, we'll then go to the D5. Because this will be the last. Because this is the last week of operation for 2021. And this is a virtual journey. So right now we're going through the Stobra Green. So we're now in Stobra. So you never get, like, usually I have been through Swanage, well, this way in the car, but never done a bus down here yet. But I'm hoping to do it soon. So anyway, we're now coming into a small town called Wareham. So we're now in Wareham, which is located on the southwestern railway services between London Waterloo and Weymouth. Used to be known as South West Trains. So this is Wareham. So we're now in Wareham. So here's the train station for Wareham. So we're now going to be heading back on ourselves past the holiday park, and then we're going to then head to turn off to go towards Weymouth. Of course, there is a Sainsbury's somewhere here in Wareham. Wareham's just like a small, peaceful village. Of course, it's a cooperative food store. You don't get much variety of shops here in Wareham. It's just like a quiet town. A bit like a Bridge North feel. Maybe, I don't know. You name it, each type of towns. I assume there's a Sainsbury's, which used to be a Sunfields. Here we are back at the island. That way goes back to Swanage. Swanage goes back that way, and then if you go that way, it takes you towards Poole and Bournemouth. But however, we're going to be heading down this route, the A352, and we'll be heading towards anyway, what's this place called? Can't think, because there was a sign there just. So where are we? Like I say, we're going reverse, but however, this is going to be this is just virtual, because this won't happen when we do a real version. So we are now heading towards a place called Knighton. So we're now in East Stoke. So this is East Stoke. Right now, just gone past that awesome church. What a beautiful church of community to be seen. Of course, we've got a lot of telephone lines around here, because this is more of like a coastal feel. Because basically, I do like coastal country routes. Because, like I say, I have been to the coastline this year. Went to Weston-super-Mare. So we're going to carry on straight towards a place called Wool. Not the kind of wool that you wear with clothes. This is Wool Village, also where Wool Level Crossing is located. Now, usually travellers to Weymouth usually go that way. But we're taking a detour. We're actually going to go to a place called West Lulworth, also home, and you'll find out where West Lulworth is anytime soon. So we're now going down some little country lanes. So this route does a lot of little lanes to go all the way down towards West Lulworth. Now, like I say, so we're now going towards West Lulworth. Sorry about that, guys. Just to let you know, this is just virtual, and this won't happen when we do a real version of the route. So we're just following the yellow line, because this is a yellow lined Route 30 between Swanage and Weymouth. So we're heading towards the south. So this is West Lulworth. And we're now coming to the popular Lulworth Cove. And of course, Lulworth Cove is one of the iconic tourist destinations. Of course, this is the last trip of 2021 for the 30 to operate between Swanage, Weymouth and Dorchester, but it will be returning for 2022 because, as you know, the season's coming to an end and we'll be moving to a brand new season starting from starting from 2022, which commences in May. Now, this route was removed, was like suspended last year because of COVID-19. And not all services can run to the pre-COVID level. So here we are at the top of Lulworth. So then we're now heading away from the cove at Lulworth, and we're now heading around the beautiful countryside towards Weymouth and Weymouth town centre. Well, not directly to Weymouth just yet. We're still going along the lovely countryside. This looks similar to the X90 full service, the one that goes from that went from Birmingham to Cardy Mill Valley. And we're now heading... So we're now going through Winfirth, Newburgh. So we're now going through Winfirth, Newburgh. So here we are at the turn off point. So we're now heading towards the Weymouth area now, and then so we're now passing a garden centre called Dobby's Garden Centre, used to be known as Galton Garden Centres. And we're going past Texaco petrol station. So we are nearly approaching Weymouth. So Weymouth is not that far. Going along this lovely dual carriageway. This is a bit like the A449, the Worcester to Wolverhampton, and of course coming up to Worcester. So we're now heading. So now I'm going to take this turning point. Going that way goes towards Dorchester. For those people who know the area of Dorchester, we will be doing Dorchester after Weymouth. On the other video, but however, that will be the one from Swanage to Dorchester. So you can head over to that video after this one, because it will be using the same point of view between Swanage and Weymouth, and then we'll start a fresh one when we go Weymouth to Dorchester, and it will be merged into, so this will be the same narration and is the same narration as the Swanage version. So here we are coming towards Osmington, and of course if you look, if you can see out on that hill, that is the White Horse at Osmington. And we're also in a place called Preston. And you may think, wait, Preston's on the west coast, which is on the west coast main line between London and Glasgow, which is in Scotland. But this is a different Preston. So we're just now approaching, so we're now at Preston. We're now going to turn down this way to the town, and we're now arriving at Weymouth, the popular seaside destination for those people who love Weymouth town centre and Weymouth Harbour. So of course, there's loads of different operators that you can find in Weymouth, like Demori Coaches. You've got First, Wessex, known as First Dorset. And the First buses are just similar to the ones that you'll find at Worcester, back in Worcestershire in the Midlands. So here we are, just arriving at the King statue, the King George statue. And then we will head after this place towards Dorchester. So we'll be heading to Dorchester next. So then here is the King statue in Weymouth. So we're now going to be heading out of the town, the south coast town. So there's the sea right there. Hopefully that we could be back for 2022 if the COVID situation allows us to do it. So we're now going to be heading this way now and going along the Dorchester Road towards the town of Dorchester. Of course, Weymouth also have a fleet of Wright Eclipse, Urban, Volvo B7R Release and Optare Solo SRs. So we're just gone past a Morrison's supermarket. So anyway, that's a Morrison's supermarket. So just gone past a Morrison's superstore. And here's the iconic tunnel, which was built in time for the London 2012 Olympic sailing events, which took place in Weymouth. And we're now going past through Upwey. So this is just virtual. This doesn't mean this is the official route, but we're heading out of the beautiful seaside town of Weymouth, and we're heading for the north. So this is Monkton Hill now. So we're now at Monkton Hill. And of course we're coming towards Dorchester. Of course going past the Tesco supermarket, which was opened by the Duchy of Cornwall. So we're also going past Monkton and Cane. So, of course, Dorchester has 2 railway stations. You have Dorchester South and Dorchester West. Dorchester South is served by the South Western services, while Dorchester West is served by Great Western services. So, welcome to Dorchester. Thanks very much for watching this YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to see you again for more Joe's Bus Train Plan Lift Adventures vlogs. Until then, bye for now.